Well, hello Capricorn, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am Miz Olette, and you are now watching Mystic Miz Olette's Tarot and Astrology. Thank you so much for being here, Capricorn. This message is for anyone who has placements in Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, and it may not resonate with everyone. So if it doesn't resonate with you, make sure that you check all of your other signs, all of your other placements to make sure that you get a well-rounded reading. So thank you for being here, Capricorn. Thank you for waiting patiently for me to come back. I am now back. This is going to be a weekly reading for the week of November 14th, which is a Sunday, through November 20th. So these readings are also timeless. When you see them, that is when the message is meant for you. So thank you for being here. Make sure you check all the information down in the description box. I am not doing personal readings at this time, but I will bring them back soon. So I'll let you know when that happens. Also, there's going to be a few changes on this channel. So I know that you see something that you might like right now. Just know that in the future, things are going to change. I'll be adding a membership to my YouTube channel. And I just hope that you'll stay with me and be here with me. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Now, with that being said, let's get on to your astrology reading. So, Capricorn. This week for November 14th through the 20th, we start with 3 planets in Scorpio. You've got the Sun in Scorpio, Mars in Scorpio, and Mercury in Scorpio. And this is all in your 11th house. So the 11th house is all about your friends, your networking, people coming and going. So I just want you to know that you should let people come and go into your life at this time. Hopefully you're out mingling, getting to meet new people, because this is the time for it with your 11th house energy. This is also a good time for your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes. So if there's something that you've always wanted to do, work on it now, do it now. If you always wanted to be a singer or whatever, start with the first step. Maybe the first step is I went and I bought a microphone, or I went to an event and I met people there that are in the field of music, and I see what I want to do and how I can get in. Like, this is that month for you, or the week for you, really the month for you. So all of November you have this energy in your 11th house. So I just really want you to focus on networking, your friend, making new friends, letting friends come and go. If there's old friends that you haven't talked to in a while, they might come back in during this time and get reacquainted with you. But if not, don't hold on to people too tight. This is the time where you're networking. So let people come and go during this time. We also have Venus in Capricorn, which Venus is Capricorn is your first house, and Venus rules love, money, and beauty. So you're going to be the star this month with Venus there. People will find you very charming. This is a good time to buy something new, whether it be new clothes, something of value to you that makes you feel good about yourself, like new clothes, new shoes, something like that. Also, it's a good time to get a haircut, dye your hair, like cosmetic, anything to change your appearance. This is a great time for that. So make sure that you're doing that and taking care of yourself, taking care of your beauty, self-care, but it will attract people to you. Like, you're naturally attractive this week and this whole month when Venus is in. And I really want to say Venus will be there for a while. I didn't write down any dates. I just wrote down the planetary aspects for this week. All right. But people are going to find you charming, attractive, beautiful. Money will flow to you easily and effortlessly. So kudos to you, Capricorn. And if it's not flowing to you easily and effortlessly, it's time for you to change the way that you think about money, because it should be flowing to you at this time. Also, on the 19th of this month, we have a partial lunar eclipse, which is a full moon in Taurus in your 5th house, and it's going to be conjunct Uranus, because Uranus is there retrograding in Taurus as well. So this is your 5th house. The 5th house is all about creativity, romance, having fun, how you express joy in the world, children, if you have them, art, like I said, things like I said, your hopes, your wishes and dreams. Like if you've always hoped and wished and dreamed to be a singer, an artist, or something that has to do with the fifth house being creative, this is gonna bring everything to a culmination. So full moons are usually about completions. You know, the light shines on something, the truth comes out, there's drastic change. So this lunar eclipse is gonna last, this energy is gonna last for 2 years because it's on the Scorpio Taurus axis, and we're not done with it yet. It'll complete in 2 years, but for the next 6 months to a year, you'll really still be feeling this energy of dramatic, drastic change in romance. And like I said, everything that I listed that has to do with the fifth house. So it's time to let go of something in order to bring more joy into your life. It could be a romantic relationship. It could be maybe one of your children is about to go off to college, or they're leaving the nest. You know, it's time for you to let go in some way. And there's going to be powerful emotions around this time. You know, truth can come to light. Light can be shown right on your fifth house. And once you know, you can't go back, right? So something will have to definitely change during this time. And it could be unexpected with Uranus there. But there's going to be a sense of completion, like you're completing something in order to start something new in your fifth house. So however that resonates, take what resonates and leave the rest. But it will be a time of letting go, of culmination, of drastic change. And with Uranus there going retrograde, these changes are not done yet. So once Uranus goes forward in a couple months, there'll be more radical change. So whatever happens in your fifth house, just have some patience. Just know that nothing lasts forever. Enjoy it while it's here, because tomorrow it could be gone. But I just want you to have patience with yourself, patience with others, because things are changing right now. You know, the axis of Taurus and Scorpio is still going through some changes. So once it's complete, the things that are there for you will be there to stay. But right now, there's still a lot of radical change. And like I say, your fifth house rules romance, it rules creativity. If you're an entrepreneur, it even rules your entrepreneurship, like your whatever your business is, it rules that. So your business could be experiencing some dramatic change at this time. Children could be going through dramatic changes at this time, like growth spurts, or like I said, leaving the nest, coming back home after they've been gone for a while. So just go with the flow around the fifth house, okay, Capricorn? So that's what I have for your stars for this week. Let's go ahead and get into your cards. And I'm sorry, I know my music is a little bit loud. I hope I'm not competing with it. If I am, let me turn it down. It feels like I'm competing with the music, so sorry, Capricorn. I'll have to edit this part out. Anyway, let's get into your reading. This month, I'm going to do a different spread for you this week, actually. It's the lunar eclipse in Taurus tarot spread that I got from this astrology app that I love. It's called Astromatrix. And so Astromatrix is all about astrology, but it also has a lot of information about tarot. And so this month, I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Sand. And we're going to pull 6 cards that have to do with the eclipse energy surrounding Capricorn. And then I'll pull a 7th card just to tie it and tie up the reading and basically get an outcome, excuse me, or your final advice. So spirit guides, angels, ancestors, creator, what messages do we need to know for Capricorn for the week of November 14th through the 20th? And the first card will be, what grudges or emotional burdens do you need to let go of, Capricorn? What grudges or emotional burdens do you need to let go of? So show me what Capricorn needs to know about their grudges or emotional burdens that they might be holding on to. First card out is the 7 of Wands. And so I really like the Seven of Wands in this deck, you know, because normally the Seven of Wands is one person with their wand fighting the other six wands, like really standing their ground. And so it seems like whatever emotional burdens that you have, like you're really holding on to them. It's like you really believe in whatever it is. Cause like this card is all about like an awakening. Like she's really believing in herself and believing that she is meant to be above whatever's going on. So that's what I feel like you need to do. You need to rise above the grudges, the emotional burdens, let go, and just know that you're better than that, Capricorn. You are better than that. You know, like I know you believe really strongly in whatever it is you feel, but just know that you're above anybody's pettiness, anything that has happened in the past. It's time for you to just forgive and let go. So I would say forgive and let go, and know that you can rise above it all. Like you're above that. You're not as petty as the people that you're holding grudges against or any emotional burdens. It's time for you to rise above them, okay, and let them go in that way. How can you overcome self-sabotaging behaviors? How can my Capricorn overcome self-sabotaging behavior during the lunar eclipse in Taurus? Show me what I need to see for Capricorn. How can they overcome self-sabotage? Right. The cards are not coming out as easily, so let's just keep on shuffling. There we go. How can you overcome self-sabotaging behaviors? You've got the Eight of Pentacles, which is my card of work. You have to put your nose to the grindstone to overcome self-sabotage, you know? And most Capricorns love work. Like work is your heaven, your haven, you know? So it's like go into your studio, your office, or wherever you work and just leave it there. You know, that's how you overcome self-sabotaging behaviors, by working hard, you know? Because if you're working, you're not thinking about sabotaging yourself. Okay. All right. I love that for you. All right. How can you find forgiveness and acceptance during this lunar eclipse? Show me how Capricorn can find acceptance and forgiveness during this lunar eclipse in Taurus. Show me, oh, that was like 5 cards that fell out. Show me how Taurus can find, or Capricorn can find forgiveness and acceptance. Okay, we've got the Magician. Alrighty, so the Magician represents Gemini. So you could be dealing with a Gemini. But basically, this is you constructing the life that you want. You know, you're using your wand to create the life that you want. So how you can find forgiveness and acceptance is just to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and others, let it go. And like I said, with the wand, you can create whatever you want. So this is creating the life that you want. And I feel like Capricorns, most of you do that anyway. Like whatever you want to see, you'll go out and make it happen. So make it happen. Make forgiveness happen. People already accept you for who you are because you're the Magician. You make it happen. You make a way out of no way all the time. So just make it happen. Just forgive other people, forgive yourself, create the life that you want, and you will be accepted as who you are, all righty, because you're the Magician. And I really love that for you. And like I said, you could be dealing with a Gemini, but it doesn't have to be. You could have Gemini in your chart. How to flow and surrender to change. So how can Capricorn flow and surrender to change during this lunar eclipse? Oh, we got the Nine of Swords. This is like a really heavy energy for me, and it just came out for me in the last reading I did. So this is how you can flow and surrender to change. You have to increase your self-worth. And I had to say this, I think I said it to Sagittarius. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you might have Sagittarius in your chart somewhere. Go check the Sagittarius reading if you do, but this is about depression, anxiety. So, you know, I know that Capricorn is a fixed sign, or is it a mutable sign? I can't remember. You're not a fixed sign though. I think it's Scorpio, Taurus, Pisces, not Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius that are my fixed signs. Capricorn, I think you're a cardinal sign, right? And so change should be something that you accept willingly, but right now it seems like you're not really happy about change, right? And so, like I said, in order for you to embrace this change, you've got to have your self-worth high. You've got to believe in yourself. This is the belief in yourself right here with the Magician. This is believe in yourself, believe in your magic, believe in your abilities, the things that you can do. And how you surrender is let go of depression, let go of anxiety, let go of staying up late at night worrying about it, because worry is not going to help you. So you need to let go of this. So maybe, like, I had to tell Sagittarius this too, like if you're having some anxiety or depression, make sure that you see someone about it. Reach out to a therapist. You know, like right now there's a lot going on, and then it's the holidays, and so people start to get depressed around the holidays. And if you're finding yourself with seasonal depression, it's time to check your medication. Go see a doctor. Maybe they have medication for you. It's time for you to meditate. It's time for yoga. It's time for Tai Chi. It's time for meditation and journaling. It's just time for you to get out of your head. Get out of your head. That's how you flow. Get out of your head. Stop ruminating. Stop thinking. Stop worrying. And just act. Like I said, go to work. Go to work. That's how you get away from, that's how you surrender and flow, is you go to work and you do what you do best. And you rise above it all. Okay? Oh my God, I love this reading for you so much. The next card is ways to improve your finances and emotional intimacy. So how can Capricorn improve their finances and emotional intimacy during this lunar eclipse in Taurus for the week of November 14th through the 20th? How can Capricorn improve? Show me. Show me how Capricorn can improve their finances and emotional well-being. Sorry, there was like 20 cards I flipped over there. Only one card, Spirit. Ooh, that's too many. That was a lot that came out. How can Capricorn improve their finances and emotional intimacy? Show me. Show me how Capricorn can improve. One card, please, Spirit. I know there's a lot of cards trying to flip out. One card only, Spirit. How can Capricorn improve? I feel like it's so much trying to come out. It's not. One card only for Capricorn. Show me. Show me one card for Capricorn and ways to improve their finances and emotional intimacy. All right, one card. You got the Three of Swords on ways to improve your finances and emotional intimacy. So the Three of Swords is like brokenhearted, you know? So I feel like you're having some, maybe you're going through a breakup, or maybe you lost something. But yeah, this is not a good card on the ways to improve, but it's just like whenever you're going through a heartache or a financial loss, or you're grieving, you really have to feel the feelings in order to let them go. So I feel like you're holding on, or maybe you're suppressing these feelings of grief, of loss, like you're just kind of putting them underneath, because like I said before, we just had the Nine of Swords. So it's like, this is what we don't see, you know, this is only what you see at night. You know, at night you're staying up late, you're crying, you're worried, you're sad. And then you've got a broken heart over your finances and emotional intimacy. And so what you need to do is feel these feelings, release them, and know that it's not always going to be this way, Capricorn. I'm sorry that you feel this way, but it's not always going to be this way. You've got to let go of the hurt and the pain. And in order to do that, you have to feel it. You can't stuff it down. You can't suppress it. So that's why I said, maybe you need somebody to talk to. Like, I don't know if you've ever looked into BetterHelp, or find a good therapist. Ask around. Like right now is a good time for networking. Ask around. Ask one of your closest friends, hey, are you seeing anybody? Are you talking to anybody? Would you mind giving me a referral? Would you mind, referring me to your specialist, your therapist? Ask around to find somebody, and then start to interview different therapists, because maybe right now you need a little bit of therapy. What do I need to purge and release? Definitely emotions, definitely. I said that to Scorpio too. So what does Capricorn need to purge and release? Oh my God, you got the Queen of Swords. So you could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. But the Capricorn or the Queen of Swords is cold as ice. She will off with your head without even thinking about it. So it's like you're not emotional. This is about just making decisions without emotion, right? Because right now, your emotions are all over the place, especially with this Three of Swords. And like the Queen of Swords she's the queen that's already been hurt so many times that she doesn't even let this affect her. So that's why I say you are stuffing your emotions down. And in order to not be so cold and aloof, you're going to have to purge those emotions and get rid of them. Like, look at this queen. She's got her heart behind a cage there so she doesn't get hurt. That's her cup. Basically, it's behind the little cage, like, I don't have any feelings anymore. And I feel like that's how you are, Capricorn. You're becoming cold. Yeah, you're becoming cold and aloof, and it's time to feel those feelings and let them go. You know, like I said, and if you need somebody to help you work through them before you before you embody this Queen or King of Swords to where they're unemotional, they're just logical and no emotion at all. So like I'm saying, what you need to purge and release are these emotions that you feel that are negative. And what's the outcome for Capricorn? What's the final advice for the week of November 14th through the 20th for Capricorn? What's the final advice for Capricorn? Show me the final advice for Capricorn for the week. The Fool. It's time for you to begin again. It's time to start over. Let's start over. That's one of my favorite Beyonce songs. It's kind of underrated, like not a lot of people know it. I think it was on 4. But anyway, it's time for you to start over. It's time for you to take new risks in love and life. It's a new beginning for you. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life. Time for that change. All right. Time for you to start over, take some risks. And this is Aquarian energy, and we are in the age of Aquarius. So that's why I said anything, any failures that you had, any disappointments you had, it's time to let go of all that. You're washed anew. You're washed clean of anything that has ever happened to you, Capricorn. And if you could just believe that, rise above the grudges, overcome self-sabotage by working harder, manifest what you want. Like, this is the magician manifesting what he wants. Let go of this, let go of this, and let go of this. You know, because like I said, this is what we don't see. This is what you're doing in the dark that we don't see. And so surrender to change by not feeling so bad about change, by letting change happen, by allowing it to happen, and not feeling so brokenhearted about it. Because the more that you feel brokenhearted about it, the universe will feel like, oh, well, that's how you love to feel. So let's bring some more things in to turn you into the coldest ice queen of swords here that has no feelings or no emotions, right? So it's time for you to be the Fool. Be the Fool. It's time to start anew, take new risks, try new things. It's a fresh start. It's a fresh start this week. I think that's overall what you're going to see. So before I put your cards away, I'm going to keep them out because last time I pulled for Sagittarius in the runes, and it was like everything that I was talking about in their cards came out in the room. So Capricorn, I'm going to do your yes or no question. So think of a question that the answer is yes or no. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause the video. But I'm going to pull a rune. If the rune is upright, your answer is yes. If the rune is reversed, your answer is no. And then I'll read you the rune message and tie it into the reading. Okay. So think of a question. What does Capricorn need to know for the week of November 14th through November 20th? What is the answer to that question for Capricorn? What is the answer to Capricorn's question? spread. I feel like I have one, and it's in between my pinky and my ring finger. For some reason, that's where they usually end up. So I'm going to show you the rune. I think we got the blank one. Like I said, this is the Fool personified. You got the blank rune. So your answer is maybe. You know, it's not really a yes or a no. It's actually like a maybe. Maybe yes, maybe no, because this is the blank rune. All right. So the blank rune is unknowable. So your answer is unknowable. Like that's why I said it's a maybe. The unknowable, the divine, Odin, the All-Father. Blank is the end, blank is the beginning. This is the rune of total trust and should be taken as exciting evidence of your most immediate contact with your own true destiny, which time and again rises like the phoenix from the ashes of what we call fate. The appearance of this rune can portend to a death, but the death is usually symbolic and may relate to any part of your life as you are living it now. Relinquishing control is the ultimate challenge for the spiritual warrior. Here, the unknowable informs you that it is in motion in your life. In that blankness is held undiluted potential. At the same time, both pregnant and empty. The rune comprehends the totality of being all that is to be actualized. Drawing the blank rune may bring to the surface our deepest fears. Will I fail? Will I be abandoned? Will it all be taken away? And yet our highest good, our truest possibilities, and all of our fertile dreams are held within that blankness. Willingness and permitting are what this rune requires now. For how can you exercise control over what is not yet in form? The blank rune calls for no less an act of courage than an empty-handed leap into the void. What is this? What is that? That's an empty-handed leap into the void. The unknowable, the unknowable represents the path of karma, the sum total of all your actions and their consequences, the lessons that are yours for this lifetime. And yet this rune teaches that the very depths of old karma shift and evolve as you shift and evolve. Nothing is predestined. What beckons is the creative power of the unknown. So look, the creative power. Be creative, create your life, right? Whenever you draw the blank rune, take heart. Know that the work of self-change is progressing in your life. Wow, like I said, I cannot make this stuff up. I just can't. But it is time for you to jump into the unknowable, to let go. Like I said, how can you judge what is unknown? You can't. You know, it's time for you to let go of these two things. Of feeling like you will fail, of feeling like you lost something that you'll never get back, of contemplating and just, you know, ruminating in your mind about negative things. It's time for you to let go and let God. And I love that for you, Capricorn. So take it as it resonates. If it doesn't resonate with you, then this is not your message. And go ahead and check out your other signs. So let's get into your last message, which is going to be the African Goddess Rising Oracle by Abiola Abrams. So I'm going to pull one card to end your reading, Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see what you need to know. What does Capricorn need to know for the week of November 14th through November 20th? For my Capricorns, what do you need to know? What's the final message for Capricorn? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Ancestors. Thank you, Creator and Spirit Guides. What is the final message for Capricorn? All right, we got one that flew out. Awakening, Yamaya. Capricorn, you got the goddess Yamaya awakening. And look at how she's pregnant with possibilities, just like the blank rune said, pregnant with possibility. All right, look at the dolphins and she looks happy. It's a spiritual awakening. So number 40, let's go ahead and look at 40. All righty, it says, wake up, awaken now to your true self. Are those tears of joy or sorrow? Let them out. Yamaya swallows your tears. You are vibrating at a higher frequency, so you see everything differently. This is Goddess Rising. You are waking up. And once you have experienced awakening, you can never go back to not knowing. That's what I said with regards to the partial lunar eclipse in your fifth house. Like once you know, you can't go back to not knowing. The path of awakening is not straight, comfortable, or easy. You have chosen to lift the veil and have a real relationship with the divine. You didn't come to transcend this world while you're living in it. You came here to dig into the soil, plant yourself, and grow. This is ascension in your divine purpose. Your declaration is, I am receiving and radiating love. So I love that for you, Capricorn. It's an awakening this week. You're awakening to what you really want. And it could be going through this pain is causing the awakening so that way you can have a new fresh start. And I love that for you. Once again, Goddess Yamaya, look at her. She's beautiful. And so are you, Capricorn. So thank you for watching this video. If you got any value from it, please consider subscribing to my channel, liking the video, commenting below. I love to read your comments. And I will see you next month in the monthlies as well as in the weeklies that come. And if you're interested in my membership, make sure that you stay tuned because that will be coming soon. So thank you so much, Capricorn. Peace and namaste.